Good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's weigh-in day. Yeah, weigh-in day. I don't know. The extra hunger has continued right from the end of last week to the beginning of this week. And so not really looking forward to the scale. I have not made choices that are like sketchy choices. They're all choices anybody would make on a normal basis. There's just more caloric intake. So we'll see how it goes. Being hungry for no reason, where like a week ago the same exact food would have satisfied me just fine. It just seems weird to me, right? It's something that concerns me. I'm not necessarily obsessing over it, but if I ate the same foods on every Monday, and one Monday it's satisfying to me, and the next Monday I'm hungry, that to me that like it rings a bell. Like, you know, what exactly is the difference here, right? And yes, the weights can be different. You know, when you're talking about the size of say a pork chop or a chicken breast or whatever. The weights can be different, sure, but I mean, how could it be so influential? How can a slightly different sized item be so influential on the amount of hunger? It just doesn't seem to be proportionate. You know, this is just me thinking out loud. You know, let's say the pork chop was 300 grams last Monday, and this Monday it's 220. Yes, I understand it's smaller, but the amount of hunger that showed up on the Monday, is it proportionate to the however many grams, is missing? That's a question that goes through my mind. But all of the same foods are eaten, and the only variable would be the weights of the foods. And then all of a sudden, one Monday works, the next Monday doesn't, right? But this is life, right? And someone said to me once that, it's just going to be some weeks you're eating more and some weeks you'll be eating less. And instead of questioning either, just know that when you're eating less, you're evening. Did I say that right? You're making it even. How about that? You're making it even, and the hunger may fluctuate, but you got to know that if you're going to know that the days are going to come that you're not hungry, then days are going to come that you are hungry. And it's all, if the days that you're not hungry seem normal to you, then the days that you are hungry should also seem normal to you, so long as you're not going and grabbing food that can cause problems for you, right? And that's essentially what I did. I went in to grab food that is more of what I was already eating. I have some emergency stuff that when I feel extra hungry, it's available to me. I try not to eat fruit during the week at all, but it's available to me when I need it. I try not to eat cottage cheese all week long. Save that for the weekends, kind of a thing. But it's there for me should I need it as an emergency during the week. And that's what ends up happening. And like everything else, there's a balance. And if the scale goes up again this week, then it goes up again this week. But there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason why all of a sudden I want more food. And it's not even like cravings, like I'm not going to run to junk food, cookies, chips, and all that stuff. I'm just eating more of what I already eat, and going to emergency kind of stashes of things when I don't normally need them, kind of a thing. Like, I have to worry about the cottage cheese going bad sometimes because I just never need it. But then when I do need it, I finish it in an instant, and then I need to go, buy more. It's like it's like one pendulum or the other, like swinging from one to the other. Either I don't need it at all, or I need 3, But I guess this is all part of life, and we have to be understanding of it and move kind of go with the flow, and don't concentrate on it as it being a failure. Just concentrate on this is not the way things go normally for me, so you got to go for it. But if they do start becoming normal, if you notice that there are trends and they all start becoming normal, so like this is all held within a week time span, right? So it started last Thursday, and the last day I ate extra food would have been Wednesday this week. So last Thursday, not just a couple of days ago, but last Thursday it started, went straight through to this past Wednesday. And so the thing is, if it goes on to the week after, now we can start seeing a trend here, right? If it ends on Wednesday, I could say this week is an anomaly, and we move on with our lives. So you have to be aware enough to really know, not just know who you are, but know the situation, right? Because we can all have moments and then instantly want to condemn ourselves. But and you know what? I probably would be condemning myself today if the choices I made were, of the processed food or the junk food or whatever, foods that would become addictive and not satiate me in any way. If I started choosing those foods, then I would easily say I'd probably be eating myself up today, even before stepping on the scale. That's just me, honestly speaking. But the food choices I made were basically anybody in our lifestyle would say, hey, those are good choices. But the thing is, more than enough is more than enough, right? And it doesn't really matter that the choices you're making are necessarily perceived as good choices. The amount is the amount in the end, right? The problem is with making the perceived bad choices, they lead to other catastrophic failure, right? And because of the highly addictive nature of those things and the unsatiable need for more of those things, you are essentially digging the grave deeper if making those choices is part of it during times like this. This is just me talking through my thoughts. I'm not looking for a solution. I'm just going to go do what I normally do and keep it going. And if I notice that there's a hunger issue again next week, maybe I need to figure out something different about what I'm eating or how I'm eating. Maybe I need to introduce fruit back into my weekly intake again. I don't know. I'm not sure. The reason I eat the way I eat is because I made choices specifically for an autoimmune condition to eat a very, very particular way. And I'm always nervous that if I reintroduce things I used to eat, there's always a possibility of the autoimmune having a flare-up, because I am a different person than when the autoimmune came. When I was surprised with the diagnosis, I'm a different person. But I seem to be right on the edge. If I go the wrong way, it'll all come right back, kind of a thing. Even though I've regulated my life in a way that would make it so I don't even need medication. I guess that's what you can take from all this is it's a thin line, no matter what we do. A thin line, and we always have to be aware of where the line is and whether or not we're over it. I don't know what you're doing today, but enjoy yourself. It's Saturday. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all.